Siege mode is out for Warhammer Space Marine 2, but is it fun? Turn the volume up, let's talk about it. Huge update for Space Marine 2 has just come. Some performance things that have happened as well, and I'll put a link down below if you do want to get the patch notes and go through everything. But we're mostly here to talk about Siege mode. So for those that don't know, Siege mode is like a Horde mode, endless waves of, well, maybe not endless, but the general scope of the mode is usually endless waves, and you just see how long you can survive. And it was a real mission, I thought, when this game came out. It slowed me down on actually getting it. My brother absolutely loves this game on PC. He's clocked everything when it comes to operations and the game itself. But for myself, I was slow to take it up. I thought it wasn't a complete game. I just thought by the time you did story and the operations, which is just more side missions, I just thought I'd be a bit bored, and the PvP side of things doesn't really interest me as much. It was missing a PvE mode, I thought, and it really was Horde mode that was missing from the game. Before I get into this Siege mode, if you haven't picked up the game and you're kind of waiting for something, now's the time to pick it up. It's a complete game now. I think, and this is being a free update as well, it really was missing from it. I just feel like something to go back through and be able to play for a fair while. To be able to clock it all on hard, you'll need to unlock a fair bit of things, so there's a lot of game here. But what is it like? What is Siege mode like? So in the crux of it, yes, it's fun, but it's still pretty bare. There's only one mission, or one map. The enemies that you fight on that are either Tyrannoid or the, which I don't even know if I'm saying that right, or the Chaos, and that's about it. It can vary on stage to stage what you're doing, but for the most part, the old saying, like, history doesn't repeat itself, but it rhymes. I'd say every match of this kind of has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. It wouldn't be the exact same as what you played before, but it is mostly that. You know what's happening on wave 5 or wave 10. Every multiple of 5, you're fighting a boss. Then, you know, there's an extra boss every time you sort of multiply upwards. So wave 10, you get 2 bosses. Wave 15, you get 3. There is a time limit, so you can sort of max out how far you can go, so it isn't just completely endless. They've made it very hard, plus 15. The most I've got to is wave 17, just so you don't really clock out. So that's an interesting add to it. I did kind of think that the jump after 15 is very, very difficult. It really does make it pretty hard to survive. You get a currency in it. You get a small currency to pick up bonuses during the Siege mode. And that plays as you would think. You're going to spawn in more ammo, more armor, more meds if you need it. But you can bring in like bonuses for yourself, so like 20% more damage with headshots. If you hold up enough, you can get a massive mech that can come in for 5 minutes. You can spawn in like snipers and other Space Marines for a little while as well. Yeah, like, there are side quests that you can do during the waves. I highly recommend doing them, because just the points that you get that you can then spend at the store is massive. Not losing health is a big thing, because buying those stem packs, it costs a lot. So, for instance, a complete mission is about 80. I think you get about 80 of the whatever the blue currency is. There's no point learning its name. But whatever that is, you get 80 of a round, and then if you complete the missions, you usually get about 120, 150. And stem packs cost 150 every time, and you get 3. So, saving health in this game is really paramount, so you can unlock the cool stuff, which then means you're less likely to lose health down the road. So it's a real management of health, I feel like, this game, health and armor and ammo. The one flaw that I found is that you can only be, there's 6 different character types you can be, like assault, sniper, those sort of things. And every one of them has a pro and a con. I found that everyone went tactical and everyone went assault every game that I played, so I couldn't be those. So I ended up being sniper a lot, which is just a pretty useless. Now that I'm going into it, he's a pretty useless character. He's really hard to use. Great at like throwing, knocking off health on a boss, but other than that, survivability is a bit rough on him. So I might have to swap up my playstyle. I think I'll max out where I can get with sniper and then go from there. There's a lot of unlocks in the characters that you can unlock through Operation and Siege itself. Because I haven't played much Operation, I was running on very low specs on these characters, and it really does make a difference even getting to like level 8. Then there's the longer that you survive with the waves, there's different currencies that you get. So if you get to wave 10, you get an unlock currency that will help you unlock more weapons down the road or weapon upgrades. which you need to be able to go further and further. So I can see how the game does progress and that you could start to go the harder difficulties once you build up everything. But if you're playing this stock standard, normal difficulty is going to be difficult for you. Unless you're an absolute pro at the game and you know all the mechanics and you know the timing of everything. If you make like one mistake, half your health is gone. So it really is paramount to just unlock everything. Just go as far as you can go. Bug out when other people extract. I'm not sure if you lose something if you do die, because I haven't died yet. What I found was we'd always get to wave 10 and then both my teammates would leave and I'd just be like, well, I'm pretty shit. There's no way I'm surviving past this by myself with 2 bots. So I usually just leave with them. So yeah. But ultimately, it is a fair bit of fun on its own. Like, obviously, it's not a game itself. But it's a really welcome update that is free to get. So again, if you kind of hadn't jumped back into this game for a while, or your friend was wondering whether they should pick it up and play with you, now's the time to dive in. Now's the absolute time to dive in, because it is a fun horde mode. I would say it's not complete. I would love to see more enemy types in it, like orcs, and a little bit better of a progression system after level 15, that, it doesn't just get ridiculously hard because it's going to time you out. Obviously, that's something to do with the servers or something on those lines, because, yeah, there definitely is a time cap. And it was a lot worse in the playtest, but it still is an issue now. At least you can just see, like, that jump from 15 to 16 is pretty full on. I don't know how people get further to get the other currencies. And I think from, like, 25 onwards, it's just nigh on impossible. As I mentioned, I'd recommend grabbing it, especially if you're on the fence of buying this game. I think there's a few sales going on about it at the moment, or at least it was on sale. So yeah, if you can get it for a song, I'll pick it up. There's a lot of fun here. The story's quite good. The operation missions, I could have taken it or left it. But my problem was there was no real reason to come back to the game, but now there is. I can play Siege with my brother. I can play the operations missions with him as well. But I think it's just good to be able to jump in, play a few rounds of horde mode, and then just jump off. You're not really thinking too much during it. You're just having a bit of fun, and sometimes that's what you want in games. You don't want to be really sweaty. That's why I don't mind these PvE horde modes sometimes, because it is just like a bit of a grind. You switch your brain off for 2 hours, and then you kind of come to out of this like mythical trance. Anyway, that is the whole video. Hit the subscribe button if you did make it this far and you haven't, because that really does help us out. You have no idea how much that helps us out. We're starting to get towards like being able to monetize a little bit, which it won't be a lot of money, but hey, like it, might be able to buy a video game or two down the road. Hit the like button, because that makes the algorithm, and it means that other people that like Space Marine will get this video, and then they can watch it too. People like you, so they can get it, and then they'll hit like, and then more algorithm, and you see how it all algorithms. And comment down below, because everyone just says to comment down below, but is this gonna jump you back into the game? Are you keen for the horde mode? What do you think about it? Like, it is a little bit bare bones, I will admit, but it just kind of makes the game more well-rounded and complete. I would love to see more enemy types, but I really miss orcs. Just with that English accent, it'd be like, Space Marine. That lives rent-free in my brain, and I just miss that. These little bug things from Starship Troopers just don't get me. They've never got me, and I've never really cared about the Chaos as an enemy. I just want to kill a bunch of orcs like in the first Space Marine, but unfortunately it is not that way. Anyway, I'm Brenton, this is RetalinLive, and I'm out of here, so bye.